Welcome to the Bex Club. This is another out of the box video just to illustrate the product and walk you around the product so you can see what you're getting. Today's out of the box video is on the Ozonator, and I'm going to show you what's in the box. So what you'll get is a set of instructions with a quick setup guide. Lots of people want a quick setup guide because they don't want to be mucking about now. Length of tubing, an air stone, an air dryer, and then the Ozonator itself. I'll take out the bag. So the Ozonator itself has an air inlet, on-off switch, air inlet, an ozone outlet. That is simple, and then of course a mains lead which you plug into your mains socket. It might have a different socket if you're in a different country, but this is a UK model. So very simple little mic box, quite reliable. I'll talk more about reliability in a second. So the components first of all. So we've got this little tiny bit of tubing in with the quick setup guide, and the quick setup guide sets it all up in 1 second really. So that bit of tubing would go on there, the inlet. That would then connect up to this air dryer. Now why has it got an air dryer, you will ask me. So let me explain that, because that's quite interesting. The air dryer simply is about taking moisture out of the air. If you think about what's inside this box of electronics, there's a little arc of electricity. And if the air is moist, it's much more difficult for that arc to be produced and strains the electronics more, and therefore if you put only dry air into the Ozonator is going to last you a lot longer. And the beauty about this air dryer is it's rechargeable, so all you'd need to do is take these little silicone beads out of here, put them on a nice flat baking sheet, put in a very cool oven. I emphasise the word cool as your oven will go, and they'll go back to this original orange colour. They'll go slightly yellow, then they'll go back to orange again. You can just do that almost infinite number of times, okay? So you never need to buy another set of air drying material, although we do supply the spares for those people unfortunate enough to do something silly like drop them or cook them too much in the oven. So then the output hose connects on there and then connects to the air stone, and that air stone is what goes into your glass of water or oil or your bowl of vegetables, whatever you're doing. So very simple product, the Ozonator, very straightforward. I'm going to show you my old setup that I have had for probably, I'm guessing 10 years. You can see it's a very old Ozonator. It's gone yellow in colour, that's how old my box is. And I've done it deliberately like this to keep the Ozonator above the water. What you don't want to do is have the water being able to run by siphon back into the electronics. As we spoke about the dryer, keeping it moisture free. If you for example had this down below the glass of water, the water could potentially siphon back down the tube. So keeping it nice and high up, you're not going to let that happen. This was actually made from scrap wood, believe it or not, very, very easy construction. But you can always just leave it on your kitchen windowsill and keep the glass water below on your counters. That's another way of doing it. But this was simple to make, and I just wanted to show how old it is, and it's still working very nicely, thank you very much. So let's get my old yellow box out of the way, make the shining white one look much better. So any questions from the back there that you can think of? No? Stunned silence once again. Okay, well I hope that shows you what's in the box. Again, we'll be doing videos on how to use this apparatus, and there are many uses for it and some interesting novel ones that we've discovered here. Oh, one question.
If I want to use it with oil, will that cause a problem? No,
you can use it with oil. What we suggest is you buy a second one of these. We sell those separately, and then you keep one for oil and one for water, and both of these things the oil and the water need to be as cool as you can get them near to freezing point, except for oil not quite near freezing point, to keep the ozone in solution. That's the simple law of physics. The warmer the product gets, the ozone will come out of the solution faster. But anyway, so yeah, extra one for oil. Any other questions? Okay, well, happy zapping, and I look forward to your questions.